it's half time. Get your views in, get your comments in. What do you think to the first 45 minutes? For me, I thought that was looking quite a lot better than we had been playing. We certainly look in the game today, which is good to see. I thought the balance looks a little bit better. Get your views in, get your comments in. Let me know what you think to the first 45 minutes. Stephen Payne is saying chances will cost us. Some good half chances, although KASPER did make a fantastic save, didn't he? Adam is saying we should be winning. Lee Marie says, let's get her comment on, is saying this is 100 times better, getting in scoring positions, which I agree with that. Gray says, great start, taking positives from this. Hope we don't regret the missed chances. Ben Morgan says, why couldn't we take the corner? Bet if it was the other way around, they'd have been able to. Talking of corners, Yuri Telemans took a terrible corner halfway through that game, but Andy Meadows saying poor finishing, we should be 4-1 up. Johnny Evans had a great chance with that header. A good ball in from, I think it was Ben Chilwell, and perhaps should have done better with it. Half a chance at the end as well for Jamie Vardy. Rebecca's saying we should be winning this game. Do you agree with Rebecca? Matty certainly does, saying we should be ahead. Casey's saying same old Leicester, same old Leicester. Michael saying Harvey Barnes' first touch has been shocking. Owen saying, what are you talking about? Great first half minus a goal. I thought it was a good first half. I wasn't saying it wasn't, unless somebody else in the chat was saying that. Gray, I do agree with you, saying that we do need to practice some of these dead ball takers. Not perfect at time. Evans missed header, unbelievably straightforward chance. Yeah, Neil, it was a good, clear chance for him. Joanna says, great start, though. Much better, just needed to keep it up. But it is, Joanna, that's, I think, one of the key things, isn't it? That it is looking a lot better than we have done. Certainly a lot more. And we're playing a much better team. Chelsea are much better than Brighton. Chelsea are much better than Watford. So frustrating that it ends up like this. Stephen Malt says it was a great save by KASPER. It was. Really should have, perhaps Chelsea should have scored. Steve Deacon saying JJ is looking good. Pratt and Perez looking great. I certainly think there's a better balance to the team today. But I think Dennis Pratt offers that. I think that's what he brings to it. Richard Doe says, great. Oh, good start, but we need to be more clinical. And Ian says, I'm a little perplexed by 1 minute extra time when the drinks break took 3. Yes, it doesn't make sense. They really don't seem to allow the time for this breaks drink, do they? I agree. Ross says, we played better in this 45 minutes than we did in the entire game against Brighton. I think we played better in that 45 minutes than we did in both previous games added together, Ross, if I'm honest. Auntie Karen says, in fact, it's not Auntie Karen, it's Karen from USA, says, put all Brighton on. Maybe. Andy Meadows says, are we missing Madders? Well, I think, Andy, the honest answer is, of course we're missing Madders in a way, but I think my honest opinion is Madders and Tielemans are too similar to have them on together. And again, if you've got Perez and Tielemans and Maddison, all these sorts of players and Harvey Barnes, it's Dennis Pratt, which it adds the balance for me. That is what I think makes a difference. Joanna saying, I thought drinks breaks were depending on temperature, not every game. I think, Joanna, they are on every game now for this. They absolutely are. Don is watching from the States. Hi, Don. How are you? What do you think to the game so far? Don, let me know. Mick says he would get all Brighton on. Don's come back. Thanks for that, Don, saying it's a much better effort today. I agree with that. Gavin says, I've lost my razor. Look, I'm growing a bit of a beard there for you, Gavin. But let's get back to the football. Dale, yes, Sanku, if we get through to the semi-final, Sanku is now banned for the semi-final, they've said. So that would be a shame, but hey, let's get there first. Andy Smith says Dennis Pratt has been excellent. I would agree with you. Chris is saying Pratt is becoming a better Leicester player with each game. Absolutely. Great start, says Rob. Oh, listen, here's Auntie Karen. She says, Phil, your stuffing come out. Thanks, Auntie Karen. Casey says, somebody tell Barnes to put his boots on the right feet. Yeah, again, Harvey Barnes showing us that lack of finished product at the end with that shot. Just, Mick saying that was Puel's fault. I don't think so. Stop giving me grief about this as well. Thanks, Joanna, for that. I've been doing all this, you see. That's why some of it's gone white. Who would you want to play if we get through? Billy, I'm not answering that. Let's get through first. Come on, Billy. Don't look ahead of the next 45 minutes. Listen, do you guys think we can win it in the next 45 minutes? You're all going to say yes. What do we need to do? Apart from the obvious, which is put the ball in the back of the net. What do you want to do? Don is asking a similar question. He says, what sub would you bring on to make a difference for us today? I think leave it as it is. I would give it this 20 minutes afterwards, 15, 20 minutes. I'm always a big thing to say to the people at halftime, especially those who aren't playing quite so well. Maybe Harvey Barnes, give him a bit of a, going to give you 15 minutes, Harvey, but if nothing's happening, then I would potentially take Harvey Barnes off. And again, could be one to bring Albrighton on. I'm a big fan of Albrighton, so that would be perhaps where I would go for it. Zab says maybe it's a game for Gray cameo. It's got a Gray cameo written all over it, hasn't it, Zab? You're right, absolutely. Rob says on here, sorry, Paul says we just need to score. Rob is saying get Albrighton on. I agree. Sean has just said here as well, baffled that Kaglasonku is the only player on a booking. There was 2 or 3 from Chelsea where they made tackles, and I'm like, if you're going to book Sonku, you've got to book them. But it seems like they've got away with it. Kevin says, if Leicester win, the beard will go. We'll see about that. Maybe it will. Albrighton on for Perez. Somebody on Facebook. I thought Perez has been doing all right, to be fair with you. Dan has said the same, though. He's saying Albrighton on for Perez, who hasn't offered much. A big one here from Anthony. I can't read that all out in that time, but it's there in the comments. Do read Anthony's everything he's put in there, but he's sort of saying Harvey doing a lot of running, but just needs to think about his final ball. I agree with you, Anthony. That is one of Harvey's things. He's a young lad. He's got to get there. And got to keep adding them on. Much more effort today. Get Vardy involved. We've been missing that. Yeah, Vardy a bit more involved today, which is good. We play the semis as Leicester will be on lockdown. Well, we'll see what happens with that, won't we, Andy? Let's hope Leicester doesn't get put into lockdown. Let's hope everybody does stay safe. Joy says here, once Vardy scores in the second half, we'll be on fire. Let's hope so. Let's hope Jamie Vardy can get back in. Listen, Mirko is watching in Hollandheim. Mirko, are you enjoying the game? What do you reckon to it so far? I think we're all a bit more enjoying what we're seeing today, which is good. So, second half about to kick off. It's time to go. Jake's saying, in my opinion, Gray has better ball control than Barnes. It's all at Wembley, says Adrian. Yes, the semi-final and the final will be at Wembley, and we won't be there. Mick, come on, Mick. Come on, Mick. Of course you can see it scoring now. Keep the faith. Listen, thanks as ever for watching. Come and join us at full time, where we'll be going live. Hopefully that'll be celebrating a Leicester win. Will there be penalties? Will there be extra time? Who knows? Let's get back to it. Let's go and watch it, and we'll see you at full time. From me, Phil, Leicester Fan TV. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. See you at the end.
Get on your feet. Don't sleep.